Good evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean Farrell. Um, God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for caring so much about mental health. May God bless you all. And I see I've been picking up several more subscribers to my channel. I just want to say I believe that God is blessing me in a big way. Um, and I know that I am touching a lot of people and with my channel. And again, that just makes me so happy that I'm making that kind of difference in people's lives by telling my stories and some of my experiences. So that makes me very happy. Um, what can I say? God is great. That's all I can say. God is great. Um, let's get it in. Let's get it into it. Um, so I saw a post um, on. It was called. Somebody was telling a story. Okay, and it was a story where they said that depression glasses are real. Okay, depression glasses are real, and when you have depression, you see the world in black and white. Okay, um, it's like you have on black and white sunglasses when you have the depression, but when you don't, everything is in color. So that's what I want to talk about today: depression glasses, seeing the world in black and white, and in color. Um, when you are battling an illness like depression, nothing looks the same. And so when you see everything in color, other people see fun, joy, and excitement around them. But when you have depression, you see everything in black and white. So black and white looks like, whereas all I see is grief as I'm reminded of the things that I used to love but can no longer connect with because I'm so numb. Seeing the world in color again. They see a future that's rich with opportunity. But when you see it in black and white, whereas I see a future without hope, future that looks cold and unsafe. Um, when you see the world in color, when they look at me, they say they see someone kind with a big heart. That must be Siri on my phone. I don't know why it does that, but anyway. But when you see the world in color, when they look at me, they say they see someone kind with a big heart. But when you see it in black and white, all I see is someone full of flaws who's a burden to others. And it's like depression glasses distort the reality. They over magnify the negatives, filter out the positives, and makes you disconnected from the world that you once knew. And again, when you see the world in color, um, when you see the world in color, it's like you're living. When you see the world in black and white, depression makes you see the world in black and white. So it just feels like you're only existing instead of living. Um, so I'm gonna talk about how these. Again, when you're battling this illness, nothing looks the same. Okay. Um, the first thing you see in color, other people see fun, joy, excitement around them. Okay. Take like the end of the work week, Friday. You know, other people. I know people are excited for Friday. Um, People are excited for Friday. Saying end of the work week, weekend. Weekends are almost here. You know, whereas all I see is grief as I'm reminded of the things that I used to love but can no longer connect with because I'm so numb. Um, I just want to go back to this other people see fun, joy, and excitement around them. An example of me looking at something through black and white because I've experienced this before. Um, I know a lot how the people get hyped on Fridays. No, it's the end of the work week again. Weekends are almost here, but um, when you're dealing with depression, like I do, um, you see Friday as no different from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Um, I really can't. I really can't get hyped for Fridays. I really can't get hyped for Fridays. I can't get hyped. Can't get excited for the weekend. Although I am glad the weekend comes. I am glad the weekend comes. Um, no, I can't get hyped. Um, um, Now, on the few times that I do get hit hyped, I just try to suppress it and just keep it to a minimal. Um, but reminded of the things that I used to love but can no longer connect with because I'm so numb. Um, there was a time where um, I actually stopped meditating for just a short while, just a real short while, just a real short while because I felt like it just wasn't doing nothing for me, and and eventually after that really brief short while, um, you know, I decided to get back into it and very slowly worked my way back into the routine of of meditating and just getting those black and white thoughts um, out of my mind. Even if it's just for a brief period, 30 minutes. Meditation gives you something to focus on. You know, and no meditation, instrumental music, easy listening music. Um, when you see the world in color, they see a future that's rich with opportunity. But in black and white, whereas I see a future without hope, a future that looks cold and unsafe. I can speak on this because The day after I graduated from high school, true story. The day after I graduated from high school, um, I said to myself, okay, graduated high school, now what? Now what? You know, what I do now? What I do now? And truth be told, um, I had no idea what I wanted to do. No idea what I wanted to do. And so when I didn't have that idea, um, that's where depression came in for me. And this is where the black and white comes in. I saw myself, my future without hope, and a future that looked cold and unsafe. And when I saw all that, that's when depression turned from depression to severe depression to thoughts of suicide to suicide attempt. So that's what it like. That's what it feels like when you have the depression, And other times when you have depression, you feel trapped. And so when you feel trapped and you see no way out, that's when suicide comes in. And I'm going to get hit to something that happened this week with me. I'll discuss that towards the end after I get through discussing these. When you see the world in color, when they look at me, they say they see someone kind with a big heart. Okay? Now, prepare yourself because I'm not going to give you the cliff notes on this. But all I see, when you see the world in black and white, but all I see is someone full of flaws who is a burden to others. Okay? So, color. When they look at me, they say they see someone kind with a big heart. Okay? Now, I love bringing y'all. I love telling my stories, share my experiences with y'all. This is something I look forward to every weekend. Okay, this is actually something I look forward to every weekend. Just telling you my experiences, just sharing some knowledge with you, some ways. This is something I look forward to every week. Also do work with the Memphis Crisis Center. Also do work with AFSP, American Foundation of Suicide, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Obviously, I have my YouTube channel, my podcast. That'll be in the info below. So you would say, yeah, kind, has a really big heart. Again, black and white, but all I see is someone full of flaws who's a burden to others. Often when I started his channel, and if you watch any of my videos, you may see that I speak in gaps. I sometimes have what they call is a rock in my throat. What do you mean when they say you have a rock in your throat? Well, I have a speech impediment. Okay. So I sometimes find myself repeating myself about 3 or 4 times or trying really hard to get a word out. And so when that occurs, I just see someone who is not doing a really good job talking and getting the words out my mouth um, appropriately to say. Okay, because again, I talk in gaps. I have a speech impediment that I've been dealing with since forever, and so you know, being a burden to others. This is something that I really struggle with from time to time. I know there are people who reach out to me and who reach out to me to see how I'm doing. Sometimes I will not respond. I won't respond for a while. Um, that's because I'm seeing everything in black and white. At that time, I'm seeing everything in black and white. And when I see stuff in black and white, you know, it might take me a while to see everything in color. And so I had anxiety, a little bit of anxiety when I was bringing you the content because again, I saw, because again, someone who is full of flaws, talking in gaps, speech impediment, but as I did more and more content, I began to see that that was really a non-factor. Um, and so as that became a non-factor, I I just began to see that, hey, I may not do it perfectly. You know, I may talk in gaps. I may have a speech impediment, but you know, people are still tuning in. And you know what? That's okay. Um, as you can see, I just had a rock in my throat. Um, but yeah, that's okay. Um, you know, doesn't matter if you talk in gaps or you stutter. All that matters is that you're making a difference in people's lives. And like I said, at the beginning, if I'm making a difference in people's lives, I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. Um, Depression does distort your reality. They over magnify the negatives, filter out anything positive. It makes you disconnected from the world you once knew. And when you do, and when you see the world in color, you're living. When you see the world in black and white, it feels like you're just existing. Um, I know when I was younger. I know when I was younger in my early 20s. That's all I did. I just saw the world completely in black and white. I saw no color. Um, did nothing for fun. Um, just basically worked and worked, came home, sleep, work, come home, sleep, work, come home, sleep. That was my routine. And then for a few years, no, no, for I say about a good couple of years, I began to see the world in a color. No, began going out to clubs. No, began attending football watch parties, which I still do to a day. So I saw all the world in so I saw the world in color. Um, so yeah, but in my 20s, I saw the world in nothing but black and white. And despite the fact um, I saw the world in color, when I did start to venture out, have fun, no, I still saw all the world in black and white most days. And so so yeah, depression glasses are real. Um, you know, sometimes it distorts your reality. And I did tell you moments ago about a scenario that happened this week. I said that depression makes you feel trapped, right? Yeah. So depression makes you feel trapped. And when you feel trapped, you see no way out. And that's where suicide thoughts come in. Well, I was at work this week. Not my first job, but my second job. I was at work this week. And like I said in one of my previous videos, hot temperatures just seem to amplify depression. Hot temperatures seem to amplify your depression when you're dealing with depression. And when you're dealing with a scenario that you really don't want to be dealing with, not only does those hot temperatures amplify your depression, but in this particular scenario, my thoughts of suicide amplified. And it really, really, really amplified. Okay. And so here I am. Hot temperatures amplified my depression. Suicide thoughts have amplified my depression. And and I found myself thinking about it when I was at work. When I was at work. When I was at work. So, found myself thinking about it. And that's where, that's where I said, Lord, I really need you. I just said right there, Lord, I just really need you. And he was there. And I'm glad that he was. I'm glad that he was. And so but yeah, I was thinking about it for at least a good 15 minutes. But let me just say this though. my mental health is starting to become a little bit of a factor. No, 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 no. Take that back. It's starting to become a big factor at that particular job I work. It's starting to become a big factor. And so, if I'm thinking like that, mm, maybe time for a change, right? Maybe time for a change, or who knows, or who knows, you know. But you know, God has a plan, so you know, really excited to see what He does. But again, my mental health is starting to become a real factor in his particular job. Um, so I'm pretty sure changes will be made. So, but yeah, yeah. All right. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say. Um, just some quick shout outs. Shout out to my man Larry Avi King Visuals. Um, Shout out to my sister Shanice. Shanice, I'm just messing with you. Okay. Shout out to my sister Shanice Bailey, and shout out to Brenda. Shout out to Brenda and Tanya and Kat with American Foundation Suicide Prevention. Um, Shout out to you all. Shout out to my subscribers. May God bless you all. Thank you for caring so much about mental health. Blow up this channel. Ba-boom! Blow up this channel. Thank you. May God bless you. Peace out, y'all.